Let's talk about talent management, modern day talent management. My perspective, I guess, can be distilled down to three C's, one of which is the continuous word, but let me come back. All right. So the three C's in my kind of framing of modern talent management are connected, continuous, and effectively communicated. So let me kind of double click on those. This might be intuitively obvious to some and new territory for others. But when we talk about connected, and you think about talent management processes, so workforce planning to recruiting to learning and development to performance management to compensation, total rewards, succession planning, offboarding, et cetera. These need to be meaningfully connected. Integrated talent management was all the rage probably 12, 15 years ago, and it's still a phrase that's bandied about for good reason. But how do you connect these processes that have different owners, have different constituencies, different stakeholders, sometimes different systems and technology tools? How do you connect those various processes? Think about linchpins, right? Some of the common linchpins, and I know my friend Boyd would agree, relate to skills and jobs. And then when you talk about jobs, you're also talking about scope of the job. You're talking about job descriptions, job families. So these are some of the ways that you connect and you get a really holistic view of talent management, an integrated view of talent management. So that's connected. Continuous, totally agree. I mentioned that I really in the late 80s through mid 90s, late 90s, I had the pleasure, and it's not tongue in cheek, it was an adventure. I ran the compensation process at three different investment banks, and it was a seasonal process, right? It was comp season. It probably started, you had budgets being formulated, and then comp season, collecting the data, the benchmark data, making sure you had all your ducks lined up in terms of technology, and then you were in comp season. It was a cycle, the compensation cycle. Similarly, organizations today, we don't have to talk about back then, still talk about the comp cycle, the performance management cycle, et cetera. I don't subscribe to that. Hopefully, some of you that tuned in would be aligned with my view on that. It really needs to be continuous. What aspects need to be continuous? Testing your assumptions, validating your market data, making sure that the tools you're using are doing what they're intended to do, to be used for. And also continuous and connected in terms of the strategic outcomes of your business, and kind of your business plans and priorities. All of these things ideally need to be connected. Strategic outcomes like improving organizational agility, being an employer of choice to be able to attract and retain the best people, right? Improving productivity, because even small upticks get you big results. So that's connected and continuous. My third C was effectively communicated, and I'll be more succinct about this one. We know the C change, not letter C, brought about by AI, Gen AI, Chat GPT, et cetera. But one of the flip side of the coin, nothing is ever just totally optimal. The flip side of innovation is consternation and concerns and questions. As an employee, are the decisions my manager and the organizational role I'm making, are they founded in fair practices, accurate data, et cetera? So that's where effective communication has to come in. And I'll end my little soapbox speech about modern day talent management on that note.